to be having a problem, just so the instructor sees it.
Okay. Yeah. It says we're recording now. So it's like you said, to sum up what's been going on the past 5 minutes while we've been on here. Hyla was supposed to create this hangout this week, but I think she's struggling. So I went ahead and created it for all of us just so we can, get the ball rolling. And I've sent her several links, but she still hasn't found her way to the hangout. So it's just weird because she emailed me 2 minutes ago, and I've sent her 2 emails about it.
Okay, she may be trying to figure it out and isn't on her email screen. So hopefully, because I went ahead and just in case I sent her an email of the link too. So
Awesome.
So hopefully at some point she clicks it and she'll be joining us here.
That's a good idea.
But I mean, in the meantime, we can continue with as normal. So did we?
Yeah, I think we can send everything.
Okay. So did we want to go over the preparation assignment or?
I mean, part 2 was only like 2 questions, so if you guys just want to review it real quick.
It was really short. I don't know if you guys found this, the probability part, which is essentially what this is. I actually didn't have, last week I ended up going over my homework a couple times trying to get it done over the weekend. And this time I didn't have the struggle I had last week.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I'm used to it.
Yeah, no, same here. I pretty much understood it.
I think that's how it always is for me for math. Like I either get it or I don't. And this week, fortunately, I get it.
Yeah,
who knows? I may not get it at all.
So, do we want to go over the 2 questions? I mean,
we can't. I mean, we can quickly. There's really no harm in it.
I can read number P and I got mine right. I don't know if you guys do the same.
Yeah, I mean, same here. Calculating probability. An 8-sided die has 8 possible outcomes for each roll. Calculate the probability of rolling a number greater than 5. So when I do my homework, I have to write down how I got to the answer because I get confused. So there are 3 possibilities of numbers higher than 8, 6, 7. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And those are 3 out of the 8 numbers are greater than 5. That's what it is. Sorry. So 3 out of 5, and then turn into a decimal is 0.375. So that's what I got. I mean, I guess it's. I don't know if we want to.
Well, number 6 is actually what I did for number 6, which I don't know how this is going to go over when I say this, but number 6 is basically just the opposite of number 5. So I just went with if the last, number 5 was above the 5 and number 6 was below the 5. So I just went with so 3/8 was for 5, and so number 6 was 5/8. And it's the same. Essentially, it's just what the answer wasn't for the last question.
Yeah,
exactly. I think the only difference is that the second one was equal too, because I did the probability formula, the P of X or whatever. So my first one says, greater than 5, but then my second one says less than or equal to 5.
Okay.
But I think that's the only difference between them.
I didn't see a reason for it. So we've waited about 20 minutes. Do you guys want to go ahead and do the quiz?
That sounds good. I mean, we all understand it, so.
I can send an email, or we can send an email to Hyla and say that if she wants to take the quiz with someone, I can take it with her. I mean, it was pretty easy this week, but I'm willing to have another meeting with her if she wants to have help on the quiz. I actually don't know. I mean, I think that's allowed. I'll have to read the.
Well, excuse me. It has to be submitted tonight.
Oh, yes.
You have to do it tonight. So, and I know there was something that the instructor said was you don't have to take, if you're not in agreement with what an answer is by the group, you can put you can put a different answer. Hyla. She popped up.
Hi.
Hi, I am so computer illiterate. It's not even funny.
You're okay.
We were about to start the quiz.
Okay, I've got that up.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we all want to get our quiz.
I did a practice run through all this earlier today, and it worked fine.
That's usually what happens to me is I try it and it doesn't go.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're ready to start the quiz?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, so 1 and 2 are kind of givens. Does someone want to read the information before question 3?
Wait, mine just came up. I'm slow. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Sorry, my bad.
And I am participating in the group meeting. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. And I'll read it. Human blood can be classified into one of our basic types. O, A, B, and AB. The proportion of people in the population of the United States with each of these blood types is summarized in the following table. I wish it was bigger. Blood types above, proportions below. 45 for O, 40% for A, 11% for B, and 4% for AB. And I was going to see 85. Okay. And that equals, what I was looking at is if it equaled 100 to make sure that, I don't know. Sorry, that's just the way I am. So question 3 is blood types and proportions given in the table above define a probability distribution.
True, right? Because there's an 11%. Well, I mean, if you turn it into a percentage or read it as a percentage, there's an 11% chance it's B, 4% it's AB, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is, if you're looking at the probability, the 3 laws of probability or 3 rules, is it has to equal 1, and it does.
That's right.
I would say true for number 3. I agree with Miranda.
So do I.
Yeah.
All right.
So, give me a question.
Okay. So I can read number 4. What is the probability that a randomly selected person in the United States has type O blood, rounded to decimal? So type O is 0.45. So 0.45, right?
Yes.
Okay, does anyone disagree with that?
Nope.
No.
All right.
Okay, question 5. Anybody want to answer number 5? Or read number 5?
I'll read number 5. What is the probability that a randomly selected person will not have type O blood?
Wouldn't it be all of them added together minus the type O?
That's
Right, so it would be 0.55.
Okay.
0.55?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 0.55 because it's all the blood types besides O. So A, B, and AB, which is 0.55. Okay.
I can read number 6 if you guys want.
Awesome.
Carolyn Willis and her colleagues conducted a study in which dogs were trained to detect bladder cancer. The dogs were trained to lie down next to a specimen derived from a bladder cancer patient. Tangle, one of the dogs, demonstrates the identification of a specimen. 7 bowls containing urine were lined up in a random order. 6 of the samples were from patients who did not have bladder cancer. One of the samples came from a person identified as a bladder cancer patient. If the dogs guess at random, what is the probability that they will correctly identify the dish containing the specimen from the bladder cancer patient? Whew, that's all words.
So what are we going to do?
So 1 out of 7 of the bowls had
Cancer in it.
had cancer. So it would be 1 out of 7. So 1 divided by 7, rounded to 3 decimal places. 143. Anyone know?
I agree with that.
I agree.
That's what I think. Cool. So moving on.
Okay.
0.143.
Number 7.
I can read it.
Okay.
In a combined total of 54 trials, the dog correctly identified the specimen from the cancer patient 22 times. It is very unlikely that the dog would do this well by random chance alone. Which of the following statements is most appropriate? Strong evidence that dogs can detect bladder cancer, or there is little evidence the dogs can detect bladder cancer.
I think it's the first. Would it be the first one because it says it's unlikely that the dog could do this by random chance?
That's what I would think too.
Sounds good.
Cool. Who wants to read 8 and the information with it?
Has everybody gone? Has everybody done an answer?
So.
Okay. I'll do it. M&Ms are small chocolate candies. M&M's website previously indicated that in the United States, the distribution of color in a bag of plain M&Ms is given in the following table. 13% are brown, 14% are yellow, 13% are red, 24% are blue, 20% are orange, and they've scribbled out the green.
Wow.
Remember what the question is. If you reach into a bag of plain M&Ms, what is the probability of drawing a red colored candy? Round answer to 2 decimal places.
13%?
That's what I think.
Do you think it's 13%?
Yes, just because, assuming that, say a bag
has 0.13.
Yeah. The distribution of colors in a bag of plain M&Ms. So a bag, yeah. So if you reach into a bag, it's 0.13. Does anyone disagree?
Nope.
No, I agree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, perfect.
What is the probability that a randomly selected candy is green? Places. So we need to add them all.
I think they all equal 0.84 because I was like, why doesn't it equal 100? That makes sense now.
So if they all equal 0.84, then the green is 0.16?
Yes, 0.16.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, my brain's.
0.16.
Okay, did everyone get 0.16?
0.16. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So next question, what is the probability that a randomly selected candy is not green?
Ah.
So it's the opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So point,
So we already,
point,
So
0.84.
Yeah.
yeah.
So are we good to move on?
Okay, I can read this one.
Okay.
The ACT scores of students admitted to a medium-sized public university in the Western United States were taken from Capex.com. The following summary statistics were calculated. Mean being 24.3, standard deviation 4.3, variance 18.6, minimum 14, Q1 22, median 24, Q3 27, maximum 35, and interquartile, whatever, range is 5. Half the observations are less than or equal to what number?
Wouldn't it be the median?
I think so.
Because the
'Cause,
median
yeah, the
is all of
median.
them added together and divided.
Wait,
That's the mean.
that's mean. But you're right though, because median is, if you put them all in order, median's in the middle.
Yeah.
So half.
So that's the halfway point.
So that'd be the median. So yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And it
Yeah,
does
I
not
think
need
so.
to be a decimal, so just plug that number in.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do we plug in the number or the word?
The number.
Yeah, half of the observations are less than or equal to what number? So
Oh, okay.
we'll do 24.
So I can read 12
Okay.
if everyone's gone.
Sure.
Based on the information on the table above, the top 25% of the students scored above what number?
22.
This would be the quartile 1.
Or would it?
Which is,
Well,
Or would it be quartile 3 because it's top 25%? So it would be the highest.
oh,
I agree.
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
quartile
that's right.
3.
So 27.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just confused on why it's 27. Like I said, my
Okay.
brain's slow tonight.
So if you look, like I'm pretending, I don't know why, I have to pretend like it's a box plot in my head. So a box
That's what I'm
plot,
doing.
like when you draw a box plot, it's a number line. It starts at 0 and it goes high. So it says the top 25%, meaning the highest 25% of the scores. So it would be on the high end of the number line, which would mean the number was higher, which means it would be quartile 3. I might be explaining that badly, but that's how I'm
No.
That's how I'm.
No, I get it. I get it now. That makes sense to me.
I always think of it like a ruler. But a number line, same thing as Miranda's saying. It's a line of numbers, but it starts with the low and ends with the high.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so are we okay on that one? Are we ready to move on?
I think we're good.
Okay. I can read 13.
Okay.
Which of the following statements is not one of the 3 rules of probability? Oh, this one's easy. The probability that an outcome will not occur is the probability that it will occur. A probability is a number between 0 and 1. If the probability is high, then the probability is positive. If the probability is low, then the probability is negative. The sum of the probabilities in any probability is 1.
So it's the third one, right?
That's what I think too. I don't remember.
I don't
that as
remember
a
any discussion of positive or negative.
probability.
I
Yeah.
don't have that in my notes.
Okay. Does anyone not agree with that one?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready to submit?
I think
Oh
so.
yeah, I guess that's all of them. Cool.
Okay, I'm submitting.
Let's just submit. Hey, I was going to mention to you guys, I have found doing the problems as you read through the chapter and going through all of them, I think that's really helped me with my understanding of what
Yeah.
we've got going on. And it
All right.
looks to me like we got 100%. Yeah.
Yay!
Awesome.
Good job, guys. Sorry.
Okay, so Emily,
Cool.
you want to go ahead and submit the link this evening?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sorry that I didn't submit it till like last minute this past week. I think I thought I did it, but I just created the draft and never submitted it. So
I didn't realize
sorry.
that had to be submitted too, but it makes sense just to get it all over with. But
Yeah.
okay, no big, it's not a big deal.
So
Okay.
then Thursday, Hyla, do you want to take the lead on that one then?
Yeah,
Or do you want someone else to? Because that's fine.
I could do it on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
great.
if
I can
you're
practice.
having problems, you can just shoot out an email and say, "Hey guys, it's not working. Can someone else start it?" And then anyone else can do it.
Okay, and I'll practice with it a little bit more between now and then too.
Okay. It works for me.
Okay.
All right.
That's great.
Good meeting, guys, and I'll see you Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Bye.